Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting learning experience with Saoirse Who's Excited. So today we're going to be talking about percents of increase and decrease. That's lesson 4.2, page 166 in your books. So I hope I'll be able to help you do what you need to do. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is percent of change, which is the percent that a quantity changes from the original amount. So if you put an equation for that would be percent of change, so I'm just going to put PC equals amount of change over original amount. Okay? The key ideas are for percent of increase and decrease. When the original amount increases, the percent of change is called a percent of increase. And the equation for that is the percent of increase equals the new amount minus the original amount over the original amount. So when you have it like a fraction like that, that means you'd be dividing by the original amount. So for percent of decrease, it's when the original amount decreases, the percent of change is called a percent of decrease. So that means that the percent of decrease equals the original amount minus the new amount divided by the original amount. Okay? So we're going to get into an example to show you how to use numbers in those equations. Okay, so 400 people in your neighborhood had a cell phone last year, and 1 year later, 500 people had a cell phone. What percent has cell phone ownership increased? Okay, so first of all, let's find the original amount. So it said 400 people in your neighborhood had a cell phone last year. So that was the original amount, 400. Okay? And then 1 year later, 500 people had a cell phone. So the amount of change is 500. What percent has cell phone ownership increased? So we know it's a percent of increase because it went from 500 to 400. So what we do now is we put 500 minus 400 over 400. Okay? Then it would equal 100. That's a horrible one. 100 over, that really looks like a 7. Hold on. Let me make the 1 better. 100 over 400, which equals 1/4. So that means that it was an increase of 25% because if you divide 1 by 4, you get 0.25. Okay, but when you move this over 2 times, you get 25%. So the increase was 25%. Okay, take a look at this one and see if you can get the answer, and then when you're ready to check, go ahead and unpause the video. So this table shows the number of hours Mr. Kirschman spent online last weekend. What is the percent of change in his online time from Saturday to Sunday? Okay, so let's find our original amount first, which is 2 hours. Okay, and then the amount of change, so change now is 4.5. Okay, so we know that this is an increase. So we're going to use our increase equation. So we know that we have to put the new amount minus the original amount divided by the original amount. So that's 4.5 minus 2 over 2. 4.5 minus 2 is 2.5 over 2, and 2.5 divided by 2 is 1.25, okay, or 125%. So that means that our online Mr. Kirschman's online time increased 125% from Saturday to Sunday. That's a lot of time on the internet, Mr. Kirschman. Let's try another one. Look at this one and get your answer when you're ready to check. Pause the video. Okay, so find the percent of change from 40 hours to 50 hours. So let's do what you do. Original amount, 40 hours. Change, 50 hours. Percent increase. So we have to put it in our equation, which is the new amount minus the original amount over the original amount. So now we get 10 over 40 which is equal to 1/4 or 25%. Okay, so this bar graph shows the softball players' home run totals. What was the percent of change from 2007 to 2008? Okay, so let's look at 2007, which is the original amount. He hit 28 home runs, okay? And then in 2008, he hit 20. So the percent change is a decrease because he went from 28 to 20. So now we put it in our equation, but it's a little different than the other one. So now we have our original amount, which is 28, minus our new amount over our original amount. Okay, so that gets 8 over 28, and then if you divide by 4, you get 2 over 7, which is equal to, hold on, using a calculator. So the answer is 0.2857, but we can round it to 0.28, not even right, 0.286, okay, which is 28.6%, okay. So his percent of change was 28.6% from 28 to 20. Okay, take a look at this one. Find the percent of change from 20 days to 12 days. And when you're ready to check your answer, pause the video. Okay, so our original amount was 20 days. Our new amount is 12 days. Our percent of change is decreased because we're going from 20 to 12. So we put 20 minus 12 over 20, which is equal to 8 over 20. And if you divide by 2, it would be 4 over 10, 2 over 5. It's 2 over 5, so that is, when I see 2 over 5, actually, I think about $20 bills, because 5 $20 bills makes 100, and $2 bills makes 40 dollars. So that means that 2 over 5 is 0.40, and so the answer is 40%. So we had a 40% decrease from 20 days to 12 days. Great job, everyone. I'm so thankful that you were able to come and watch the video. I hope that it was helpful and helping you do what you need to do in math. This has been another exciting learning experience. And you guys are so awesome. So have a great day.